Hi, this is India with Designer Accessory Adoption. Thanks for watching this video and welcome back to my channel. If you're interested in resale topics, other lifestyle information, definitely check out my channel. Now, today's video is going to be more in perspective of the time. So I've seen a lot of videos, a lot of social media posts and tips and things like that about how you should work from home. I've also seen more videos. Shout out to Angelique Eva if you have not checked her out. I really liked her tips on how to look great on camera through Zoom and things like that. If you're meeting with clients, meeting with coworkers, have a job interview, and you're now having to do that video chat rather than going in person. So definitely check out those tips. You're going to hear different perspectives from everybody, and really the purpose of my topic today is just more so accessorizing. I've noticed that there's been several topics about where, on the technical side, I guess I should say, like where to place the camera, should you wear makeup, lighting, those type of things, but I haven't seen anyone really dive into kind of the obvious piece, I would say, if you're watching those videos, which is what is that person on camera wearing? How can they draw attention to the upper parts of their body and portray their personality, portray whatever message they're trying to get across through video, now that that's something that may not be something that you're used to doing, especially when you're talking about something as important as an interview and things like that. So definitely check out those videos for those technical perspectives, because I won't be diving into that. I'm just going to give quick tips on accessorizing, so that way you kind of look visually interesting on camera, or a way to kind of add to your personality, add to your outfit, those type of things while you're on camera. So I have a few necklaces here on the side that I will lean over to grab, but definitely, like I said, check out those videos where they're talking about lighting, angling, those type of things, and I will get into my tips on accessorizing for video chatting, Zoom, etc. All right, so first up is I'm going to talk about your top. So if you're doing just a shot where you're talking about from the chest and up, what you do want to make sure that you're doing is you pick a color or a top with details on it that's going to help accentuate your features and portray the best image that you're wanting to portray on camera. So pretty much you see this is a plain navy top. So in order for me to do this video and just make that a little bit more visually interesting, I'm just going to add a necklace to it. So the necklaces that I'm going to provide, obviously all of them will not go with, you know, my earrings and my headband that I have on, but I just want to show a couple of samples so you can get ideas about how you can portray those images on camera, whether that is a client-to-client meeting, a potential customer meeting, or whether you are doing an interview in this day and age, you're doing a virtual interview for a new job. You want to look, whatever image you're trying to portray, that's what you want to provide. So first I'm going to start with a chunky necklace. Now this necklace is not going to be something that obviously I would wear with this necklace, these earrings, and this headband together, but I just want to show if you have a chunky necklace that is not long, you want to focus on something that does not dangle too far down your chest. So as I put that on, it perfectly kind of aligns where there's a little bit of skin showing with my neckline, but it kind of accentuates the color, it's matching it, and it just kind of goes with the outfit. So with this, if I were to keep it on, I'd take off these earrings here. But for example, you want to just look at a chunky necklace that draws the attention up. I got a plain top on, so then that way that just kind of builds up that outfit for you without having to be in person, but you're able to portray your personality, that polished look, etc. on camera. Next necklace up that I'm going to do, and because I'm on camera, there we go. I was having a little trouble getting it off. All right, so we're going to put that one to the side, and we're going to go with our layered look. Now, what you don't want to do unless you're doing a full body length shot or you're doing a shot from the waist up with your camera session, you don't want to have a long necklace. You'll notice here, this part of the necklace is long, but it's layered. So I have shorter pieces here. So if you have a necklace that you can show a layering effect to, that's an easy way to kind of give some visual appeal while you're on video. So if you notice here, this is too long, and that's why I was saying with this angle that the camera is on, it doesn't make sense for me to have this chain on. However, because it is layered, and I have two other pieces that you can see that accent and basically go with my top, then you can do this piece as well. So you want to look at necklaces that are shorter in length. So even if you want to do something shorter, like I did the chunky necklace, or several necklaces that kind of just drape in the vicinity of where you're going to be having your camera, where that person can see you, then that's what you want to focus on. So you can do individual necklaces to give a layering look, or you can give do one necklace. You can also, if you do one necklace, I'm just going to try to pull this up here, you can just do it like that, and so that way it helps with your outfit. If it's shorter, it'll be around this area here. But your key there is going to be, as I'm taking this off, is going to get that. Basically, you want to do a sample shot. So turn your camera around while you're getting dressed and look at a selfie. Don't do a full image unless you're, doing a full body, unless that person's going to be able to see you full body. Where you want to focus on is what that camera's going to be focusing on. So that's why I say do a selfie, or just flip your camera around as if you were taking a selfie, so you can see what that person would actually be seeing, so you can see what portrays on camera. So I'm going to put this to the side, and then I'm going to show an example of a long necklace. So this long necklace, and is the reason why I'm saying don't do long necklaces unless you're going to be doing like the hip up or something like that, is because you see detail on here, and it's nice, it's sparkly, if it stops vibrating here, you can see the detail on it. However, as I put this on, you're not really seeing the full benefit. I think you do see a little bit of it, but if I were to be closer to the camera like this, you can't really see that. So being further back is what's going to help. So I would say if you're going to do a long necklace, make sure there's some chunky details on it. It's not super busy, and the angle of your camera is far enough back so that it's showing more of your body, so you can benefit, or that person can visually benefit from seeing the detail. Now, if it was, I'm just going to drop down just a little bit here. This is gonna look awkward, but like if I was wearing this long necklace and all you could see is this right here, that's not really visually interesting to that person. It doesn't portray as well on camera as this necklace would in person. But if I were to lift up here, so like you can see that a little bit more. So if this is going to be the angle of my camera, then this helps because I can see the elongating piece of the necklace. I can see more detail. I can just kind of get a better visual of what my outfit looks like. So that's something else. Another thing you want to think about is the tops that you're wearing. So for people who are darker skin like myself, you probably want to lean towards choosing a color that complements your skin tone. So definitely, as you can tell here, the lighting is not the best, and I wanted to do that so you can see, like, pretty much it's cloudy outside, so that natural light is not shining in as much as it possibly could. So if you don't have artificial light, you don't and I'm not saying you necessarily need to go out and buy artificial light, but definitely if that's not in your range and you're just working with what you have, then I would say A, try to use natural light if you can. But B, if you end up in this situation where it's cloudy outside, you still got to get on camera and do what you need to do, then you may want to pick a top that is a lighter color. So maybe not navy, maybe pick a white top, maybe stick with yellow, oranges, things that complement your skin. Or like this top back here that is this vibrant pink color. So this shows up very well on camera. It definitely complements my skin tone. The other piece about this top here is the neckline. So as you can see, I wouldn't even have to wear a necklace with this top. I can just wear some nice studs, a headband, or just do my hair however I want, put some hair clips in it, whatever that may be. And then I'm letting the top help do some work for me. So the color one is accenting my skin tone. Also, you see this neckline up here. So it comes up to this area right here. So visually, I have a pretty neckline that's showing with the ruffle detail. I also have this gathered detail here. Sorry for looking to the side. I'm trying to make sure I don't knock the mannequin over. I am clumsy. So you see this neck detail here with this slight gathering detail. So that would show about this area here. So it still is a visually interesting and appealing look when you're on camera speaking to someone. Also, something that is printed. Definitely, you want to be careful about the prints that you use. You don't want to use something that is super busy. If you ever notice, like someone on camera at the news station or wherever else, and you look at like pinstripes, for example, and it's the wrong kind of pinstripes, and you're like, woo, that's a little too much. So, you want to think about those things too. And my last tip here is going to be pay attention to your neckline. The lower your neckline, the further away from the camera you need to be. And when I say the further away from the camera, I'm really not saying distance away from the camera. What I'm saying is what your camera is showing. So for example, if I had a low neckline and I was just shooting from here up, or I would say like from here up, I look fairly naked. And depending on what you're trying to do, if you're depending on what industry you're in or what you're trying to portray, you don't want to look like you hardly have on any clothes. One, that person is not listening to you because they're wondering why they're seeing all your skin. So you don't want a person to be distracted by your clothing. You don't want someone to be distracted by your accessories. So you just want to complement, enhance, but not overdo it. So like I mentioned, pay attention to your neckline. So the further your neckline is down, the longer your neckline, I would say, then you want to show more of the angle of your torso, just so they can, one, see your accessories, two, kind of see more of the detail, so you're not showing so much skin. It may not even be a lot of skin, but by you doing that selfie mode so you can see what it looks like, and that angle you're going to be showing will give you a depiction of what that actually looks like. So a lower neckline, when you're cutting off your camera here below the neckline, may not look as great on camera as it does in person. So just keep those things in mind. Definitely check out those other videos, those other YouTubers out there that are posting tips and comments on YouTube, social media, elsewhere, on how to make it through these times that we're in right now, where we're moving more so towards virtual calls, videos, and things like that. Definitely leave comments, questions below if you have any. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope everyone is safe, everybody's families are well, and I hope these tips were helpful to help you make it through these times of our virtual world that we're living in right now. Thank you and have a good day.